Hello guys, good morning. So today I am like 5 to 7 minutes late due to this net connection. I was not getting the internet connection for some reason. Tried a lot of effort. So the time is like 5:08, 5:08. So just like a lot of challenges do come. Mm, So yeah, yesterday was hell of a challenge. Till afternoon it was going smooth. Afterward the light went off due to heavy rain, and not only heavy rain, there was way air was flowing. So usually this area zone has a kind of a rules when it comes to increasing the wind pressure. They suddenly switch off the lights, so the light was not there till late night, and eventually around 12 to 1 the light came. So I hardly slept off like 3 to 4 hours, and light was not there, so no charging. So it was like a way uh, odd situation where we able to get that lesson that if resources are not there, then also we have to start pushing ourselves and get the thing done. The main reason of the purpose of life is like whatever the obstacle came, you have to get it over it, and the main thing, the goal shouldn't be changed. So that's it. Eventually I woke up. So to get start this device, it took time. I waited. Somehow the charging, mm, I kept on charging, and voila, so it got started. So that is like a challenge in the journey. So the challenge can be of anything. It doesn't mean that you only have a challenge of sleep. So usually you should have a complete sleep. A lot of less sleep will lead to deprived state, which is not good. And this state is kind of like you will be facing a lot of tantrums, irritations, or your focus will be lost. So it's very necessary you don't set your system in the manner where you are, if you want to sleep 5 hours, book it like 6 hours. So there are people who can easily go to sleep within 5 to 10 minutes, but there are people who need to struggle for sleep for some reason. They You read a book, you read or you do the activity which you don't like, you will get sleep. But when you actually want to go to bed, then you lost the sleep. So recently I was taking a lot of articles on sleep, and do got this kind of techniques where you have to completely breathe. So get 5 10 minutes, breathe heavily. So you breathe for like a 4 second, you breathe and then hold that breathe for like 7 seconds, and then blow from your mouth till 8 seconds. So repeat this activity, so you get exhausted, and later on when you go for sleep, you will get immediate sleep. So whole fundamental is not only about sleep, it's whole cycle. If you're like utilizing your time to learn, you are using your brain, you are evolving your brain. So when you do some kind of activities, that recovery should be happening. So you do exercise, you do learning, then you do rest of the activities. So if sleep is not proper, this all you won't be able to do for a long run. So it will be a shorter run only. Then you will start asking, I'm doing a lot of things, then also it's not happening, because everything should be done in that particular manner. You need to book that slot for study, you need to book that slot for exercise. not doing like you won't be able to do like for 3 4 hours of exercises and then you are studying. So you need that balance is required, or because it is your body, you would be capable enough to understand what is required and what is not required. So don't over exaggerate. So you need to gradually evolve. Sudden evolution will lead to sudden failures also, and you should be able to stand again mm, when there is a failures. So my message will be, even though there will be a day you have a less sleep, it's okay. You start the day from where you have desired. Don't break that, because that is a difficult day. That there will be the main challenge where your sleep is not completed. You want to anyhow start the day, so you should continue. Anyhow, you need to wake up that time, which the desired time you have. Let's say 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, anytime you have booked for it. So you have to continue, complete the activity. If it is happening slowly, not an issue, but do get that in, because it is a certain register. Your brain will start having that register, even though at any critical point you have to wake up, you have to do it. So once you start building that thing, then later on you won't having that kind of problems, even though less sleep or good sleep, and you shouldn't have less sleep over and over time. So it is happening with me. I'm still figuring out. Mm, but yes, I'm not changing the rest of the activity on basis of less sleep. But yet haven't lose my patience. So I guess the irritation part is not yet added. So I will surely add in the feedback if I am getting so much frustrated, irritated. Why is this happening? And yes, today is like a day 21. So slowly, the day is moving, and no doubt it's a difficult challenge, but yet uh, I have a purpose. So when you have a purpose, the day won't be mm, the counting of day. There won't be that much important. So what you did in that day, that is the important factor. So coming back to the pointers of Facebook ads. So Facebook ads, we have yesterday talked about the essential of post. Now we will be talking about like how to set a budget and schedule your Facebook ad. So we will be starting with today we will be talking about the budget of the Facebook ad. So we have talked about the ad, we are objective, creative, and creation of page, and a lot about the post. So we need to understand the Facebook's budget. So when you create a Facebook page, then you will choose creatives, what the ad look like. Then you go for audience, whom you want to reach, and then budget, what you are willing to pay for your Facebook ad. So whatever you do, you need to exhaust some kind of budget. So and there is a flexibility. You won't be spending more than the budget you have you set. So Facebook won't spend the additional budget. So the budget you have set, that only it will be spent by the Facebook. So there's a two type of budget. One is total budget, and second is a daily budget. So what is total budget? So it is like a maximum amount you will be spend on an ad until it stops running. For example, if you set a total budget of like $50, and you will be charged as a charge of $50. But in daily budget, the average amount you will be spent on ad each day. If you set a like a daily budget like $10 for a duration of 5 days, then every day it will be exhausting $10 only. In first case, it won't be exhausting on the daily basis. It will be exhausting till the budget is exhausted completely. In this case, it will be going by day. It is first day $10, then your ad will be stopped. Then it go to second day. So this is how it works. So every time it got restart. So how to set your budget? So you go to your Facebook page, then you will see a promote option button. Click that button, select the ad objective which you want. Let's say you want to acquire more traffic. So click on that, create your ad, create use. So add details about image, descriptions, title, and after that you have a column called mm, daily budget. There will be a section for daily budget. There you have to and the duration part. There is a two things: daily budget and the duration. So you have to add the daily budget, what you have set, like what is your budget. You have to add there, and the option. So there is also one more option like choose your own budget. So you can customize your budget. That is all flexibility you have in that one segment. The system will give you the options: this budget you can spend, and else you can set it your own budget. Select it, then hit it, promote or save it. Then your ad will start running with that particular budget what you have set. So there is a like a daily budget. You may see two option: daily or total budget of your ad. Option you see depends on the ad objective you choose. You can choose your suggested option from the drop down menu. Choose your own to set a custom budget. So there is a choose your own option where you can set a custom budget. So hope you understand the budget, uh, how it is work. For an ad, a single ad, you can go to that ad. You can set a budget. Let's say for single day, and for total budget till it runs, or you can set a customized budget. Let's say predefined will be there, $5, $10, $15, or you can set the customized budget also. And Facebook page you can have as much lower as price. It's not that much costly. It depends on how much your one click is cost. So try, go there, experiment it. You can, if you can spend around say 70 rupees, let's say 50 70 rupees daily, and experiment to learn what can be done and what is your service. So how to set the duration of your Facebook ad? We talked about the budget, now the duration. So there is a duration. When you set a budget, then there is a two type of duration. One is one duration where there is a custom option. You can set how many days you want. The second is pre-populated by Facebook. You can choose from that. So the choice is up to you. But one thing you would want to bear in the mind when selecting a duration for the budget: if you set your duration for 5 days and you have a total budget of 20, your ad will try to spend $5 daily. If your budget is too low, your ad may struggle to run to get the result you want. Keep an eye on how your ad is performing and try adjusting your budget, duration, or both until you see the result you want. So see to that when you are using that lot of daily budgets, then the budget exhausted daily. If you have to set accordingly, let's say your $20 for 5 days, then Facebook system will take a call and distribute $5. If you're setting some budget, so there is like a minimum $5 slab. So once you start experimenting, you'll get to know what is the minimum budget. It should be considered to start the ad. So do math in the way where equally budget is exhausted for that particular respective day which you are doing, which you are running ad for. So how to do that? Go to same Facebook page, hit promote button. So click the decide ad objective you required. Then in the ad creative section there is a budget and duration section. You may see option either a daily budget or a total budget of your ad. The option you see depends on, you can choose from the drop down menu, choose your own. From the drop down menu, choose your own, set a custom budget. Then you set a followed successfully. It is saved. Just below the ad budget, there is a duration. So the process of updating will be same when you go to the add creative call. So you select add objective, then the add creative section will be opening where you can see or add to your right side whatever changes you do. It's just you have to update your information and details, image, and budget, duration. So this audience. So you add this, the right side, it start giving the preview kind of a section. So once it is everything is ready, you can do done, and then your ad will start running. So there's certain few points is there you need to understand. So you have to spend in the way where you initially do the experiment, and then later you understand that this is performing way good, and uh, then you can start running that. So in this, I would like to add one more thing. Let's say when you run a lot of ads, you lost the track of how much budget you are exhausting. Let's say you have a multiple campaigns and your let's say total budget of the account you can spend is like $300. Now you are doing experiment, you lose the track and you don't know how much you spend, and you always have to calculate it. So there is an option where you can set the spending limit for the account itself. You can if you set, let's say you are setting a budget to whole account, then even though while creating the ad you are spending, you are creating one ad, then you are assigning a budget, you're creating second ad, assigning the budget. Even though you go beyond $300 during your ad creation and spending, but Facebook won't go beyond that because your account limit has been already been set. So it will start giving that message. You want your account limit is already been exhausted, and your this will be paused. Ad will be paused. So how to do that? Go to your payment setting. So in the ad manager, there will be a payment setting. So once you go to payment setting, there is a set your account spend limit section. So this is the option called set your account spending limit. Click that and then enter the limit you desire. Once you enter, save it. Then if although your account spend limit won't affect the delivery of your ads, when the amount spent reaches your current limit, we will pause your ad. So the ads will be paused, and you will stop spending money. Then when you are ready to change, reset, or remove your account, the spend limit and ads you're running before you reach your limit will resume immediately. So it will resume it. So what is a so there is also one more option. If your ad account is set to manual payments, you won't be able to set an account spend limit. So this account spend limit only for the credit cards or the directly payment linked to the account. So it is not for the manual payment where you are adding some budget and it will exhaust. Then you have to again repay manually. So for that specific for that manual option, there is no option of account spend limit. So you can't activate that. So keep in mind. So this is like a beautiful options where you can rigorously focus on the ad, building, creating a good ads, and exhausting without any having a back of the head. You only play with the good cost per click and running your ads. So do check this option. Go to the page, promotion section. You start adding a daily budget. Start with $1. That is fine. Try adding. You will get a prompt. It will immediately update you what is right, what is wrong. Play with that tools. Once you start playing it with it, you will get interest and you will surely get more grip on it. That certain ads how well will it perform. That's it for ad budget. Now the third point will be regarding the movie. So the movie which I would be telling you is you most of the people have already watched this movie, no doubt. Um, so it's a Bollywood movie, and it's directed by Ang Lee with Suraj Sharma. So can you guess what will be the movie? It's a life of Pi. Yeah, in the movies of like 2012, and it start with like a young guy, it's in like whose family is like caretaker of the zoo, and one day they have to leave that place, and what happened that you see in the movie. But yes, the movie is about like is a story about struggling to survive through seemingly odd situation. So you find a way to survive in the lifeboat that is adrift in the middle of nowhere. He fight against the odds. Is heightened by the company of hyena and a male Bengal tiger. So the movie is little slow at first, close to like half an hour, and later on, then you will start enjoying. So visuals and everything are very impressive. Story is very straightforward, but yes, you get to learn. Mm, So what is like the life of pi is like is what we get to learn from the life of pi. So it's a story of like perseverance and not giving up even in the harsh condition, not losing hope and keep moving, whether the black sea or the darkest cloud, even you're hungry, never gave up. So it's all about like a strong perseverance, continuously focusing and never not giving up. So that is a lesson, and the planning is important. You see the boat in which that the guy is traveling, and it is like already set with all resources. even though he was not doing. But that is what you have to plan beforehand for the worst situation. Whatever the situation was, you should be ready for it. So that should be the lesson. That is a lesson you get to learn from this movie. Lot of things you get to learn. Uh, let's say one point is we need to treat our animal friends better. So there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. And third is like forgiveness is always the right choice. You should forgive. Just like in this movie, The Pie and the Richard Parker. The Richard Parker is the name of the tiger. Makes the best of their experience, the worst possible way. They manage to keep. They manage to keep from being lonely, and through the power of this, the power of the story that witnessed all around them. So don't give up. That for sure. So this all learnings you get from this one movie. This is one movie and a straightforward story. You will like get to learn a lot out of it in very critical situation. And just like this, there is one more movie which I remember now. It's a Special Force of like I guess 2011. So in that also, you will get to know how much dedication once you committed to something, you have to get it done anyhow, and that is a beauty of perseverance, discipline, dedication. Do watch this movie. Do let me know how how you felt while watching this movie. What was your experience? Are you getting that message, or what kind of other message it is? It may happen you will get more messages from that movie, and you can do comment when you got that message. Keep learning. Learning is a key fundamental of growing, because you have like hardly, if you are in like Indian society, you're half of the generations, half of sorry one generation, half of the lives you spent on studying, then in the building the career, and eventually you get to know your half of the journey has completed, and there will be like close to 10 or 20 years it's left where you can accelerate, grow, and make a difference out of it. So make every second count. Don't waste mm, the time as it is. Make good use out of it. Do spend with the people whom you care, whom you love, and eventually, even though you're not able to talk that much, but yes, once you care and it is there inside you, then you don't have to worry. The people will always be around you. So that is a beauty. And do what you love, and no doubt, but you have to learn. Don't stop learning. I won't say it's a very exciting thing, but if you pick the genre of your choice, or the thing you love, then it will surely be exciting journey. That's it for today. See you tomorrow, same time, but early. Today I was like 4 5 minutes late. So even the reason maybe anything device or anything. So late is late. So we won't accept that. It should be 5 then 5.5. That's it for today. Continue with your work. Complete your today's activity and learn something. Learn new things daily. I'm also trying to learn. Uh, Once you build that habit of learning, your brain start working that way. Eventually, it will work that way, and you won't be able to recognize you have already adapted to that kind of behavior. And that is the whole challenge is all about. See ya. Take care. See you tomorrow.